Thanks for tuning in. So, how did I learn to play the guitar? First of all, you need to know I'm just an average guitar player, amateur, who can strum some chords and play some licks, and I know some notes and scales. And I can get around the fretboard and I can play a song or two. So, that's what you need to know in terms of where I'm coming from so that you can determine whether my experience is helpful. Now, I first was exposed to guitar way back when I was in first year university between the first and second terms up in the Northwest Territories of Canada, working in a mining camp. And a sister in law's brother brought out a guitar at the bunkhouse and we strummed some open chords. And I struggled with the sound, and I don't know if either one of us knew how to tune the guitar properly, but it still was created a curiosity for me. And I remember one song that we tried to play, and that was Landslide by Fleetwood Mac, and we were butchering it. And but there was this curiosity, resided, and so we struggled away there, and it wasn't that many sessions, but it inspired me to buy a guitar when I had some money when graduating from university. And then it was a Gemini 3 that I bought on White Avenue in Edmonton in about 1987. I still own that guitar to this day. And if you have your old guitar that you was your very first one, I encourage you to keep it. So ultimately, I took about 8 lessons formally, and that was pretty ad hoc in nature. And I wasn't serious enough in working with my guitar teacher. The guitar got parked because I still didn't think I was sounding very good, and I still to this day don't think I was tuning it very well, nor did I have the action set up very good on this old guitar. But the curiosity remained. So it sat in storage for years and years and years and years until 2018 I pulled it out and got serious about it after learning some music theory, having taken some piano lessons in the fall of 2014. So I knew the music theory would be transferable. And I started, working some of this theory in the context of the fretboard, and I looked to some online resources. Steve Stein was a gentleman who I learned the pentatonic scales from. Sean Daniel and Ian Stitch from Stitch Method were curious guitar teachers for me. And I started to conclude that there was going to be a way forward for advancing this instrument. And the YouTube videos started to take hold because I thought it'd be fun to showcase, my development. And it's been great all the way along. I appreciate you for tuning in once again. So, if you're having some difficulties, sometimes you need to go back to the rudiments and learn all about your instrument. Ensure that you got a good tuner. Ensure that your action on your guitar is good, and make sure that you're getting the right resources, a guitar teacher that works for you. YouTube is just fine. There's great coursework on the internet that you can purchase from these guitar teachers. And you do need to practice. I practice a lot to this day, and practicing is fun. And you can get a guitar whereby you can plug into it and have a residual exterior sound that has a more pronounced volume once plugged in. I got this guitar called a Juliana that I plug into at night when I sense that my neighbor upstairs might be in bed. And so there's things you can do to alleviate any burden on some people around you in terms of sound. You just need to work through these workarounds as you come upon your practice regiments. And I think then identifying seeds of inspiration while also uh, maybe composing some songs upon learning some music theory and also memorizing some songs with some infill licks that you can express through your knowledge of the scales that you'll learn. So I'm quite proud of where I've come with my guitar, and I know I've got further to go because, of course, I've got the piano going on at the same time. But if you focus solely on the guitar and are committed to a practice regiment, and if you If you are serious about opening your mind to the prospect of learning theory, I think it's going to benefit you because you'll be able to put some framework in your mind when it comes to picking up the instrument and knowing where to go and how to go without just relying on your ears. And there is this fallacy, I think, whereby there's all these great guitar players that play by ear, and therefore, if you want to be one of them, that, theory should go out the window. Well, I don't think that's in your best interest. But I'll follow up on this as well as things continue to evolve. Hopefully, this encourages you to pick up your guitar more often or to start the instrument. Um, I'm going to throw one more guitar teacher out before I go because I've seen a couple recent videos of him and they're very good. Eric Haugen, Haugen. Eric Haugen. Somebody who commented on one of his videos said he's like the Bob Ross of guitar. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.